Hi students, I am Miss Garcia and today I'm going to teach you how to talk about your daily routine. Let's start by learning some vocabulary. She's Julie. Let's take a look at her daily routine. I'm going to say each verb and you will repeat after me. Let's start. Get up. Take a shower. Blow dry my hair. Work out. Have breakfast. Do yoga. Have lunch. Work. Leave work. Have dinner. Dance. Go to the supermarket. Come back home. Walk the dog. Take a bath. Read a book. Sleep. Now that we have learned these verbs, let's use them in sentences. The first thing you need to keep in mind is that you will use a simple present to talk about your daily routine. For example, Julie gets up at 7 o'clock. She takes a shower at 10 past 7. So, did you notice a small detail? There is an extra S in each verb, but it wasn't here. What happens? Okay, unlike Spanish, verbs don't have a different ending for each person. That means we don't conjugate verbs with different endings for each pronoun as we would do in Spanish. But there is a small exception with these pronouns, he, she, it. So let's take a look at the verb take a shower and let's conjugate it, okay? So here I have the pronouns in English, right? So I would say I take a shower, you take a shower, and here is when it happens. He takes a shower, she takes a shower, it takes a shower. Remember, we use it to talk about, for example, animals and also things. We take a shower or they take a shower. So as you can see, it doesn't change in all of the other pronouns, only on these three ones, he, she, it. Here we're talking about Julie. Julie, it's a she, and that's the reason why we add an extra S. You also need to keep in mind some small exceptions. For example, with the verb go or the verb do, they are one-syllable words and they finish with vowel O. You're going to add an extra E, but that only happens in written language. You don't say it. I mean, you don't say goes or you don't say does. Instead, you say Julie goes to the supermarket. She does yoga. Be careful too with the verb have. You would say she has breakfast. You eliminate letter V. You won't say she has breakfast. Okay, when talking about our daily routine, someone might ask us about our activities and if we do them or not. Here we have some examples of questions with do and does. For example, someone might ask me, do you work out? And then I would say, yes, I do. No, I don't. As you can see, these questions with do or questions with does have only two possible answers, yes or no. Like, do you speak English? Yes, I do. No, I don't. This one right here would be the structure. So you would say something like auxiliary, which is do or does, plus the subject. In this case, it could be you, Julie, your verb, like work and walk, and a complement, which will be the rest of the sentence. When am I going to use does? Why do I have do and why do I have does? Well, here I am saying you. Do you work out? And if you remember, he, she, it, we are going to conjugate with s. That's why in this case, in which we are talking about Yuli, we said does. But the thing here is you won't add the s to the verb because you have it already here on the auxiliary. Another important thing to keep in mind when you are describing your daily routine is time. Someone asked me, do you work out? And then I said, yes, I do. So this person says, what time do you work out? And I would say, I work out at, okay, this preposition is important. Okay, whenever we're telling time, we use at. So I work out at, I dance at, I go to work at. Okay, you are going to connect your sentence with this preposition. You can just say 8:30, okay? But there is another way in which you can say it. That's why I have this clock in here. For example, 8:30, so it's a half, right? It's half of the clock. That's the reason why you say it's half past 8. So you would say in here, for example, 8:05. You would say instead of that, it's 5 past 8. Or instead of saying 8:10, you would say something like, it's 10 past 8. And now take a look at this side. So on this side, you're going to say past. On this other side, you're going to say to. But you need to be very careful because when you use to, you mention the next hour. What do I mean by that? So for example, if I had here 8:40, I'm not going to say, for example, it's 20 to 8 because that would be 7:40. So what am I going to say then? It's 20 to 9. So I hope you have learned how to describe your daily routine. See you next time.